This is a Do You Validate podcast.
Greenville, South Carolina. Victims found in the woods with lacerations and stab wounds. The blood of the victims were drained and their bodies were discarded off of a cliffside. Similar feathers of unknown species of bird found on site. One witness claimed to have seen a tattooed covered assailant entering the woods with two other companions, a 6'5" tall female and a younger male. Witnesses claimed to have seen them leaving with the tattooed person, then covered in blood. Case still unsolved.
Oddity Roadshow, episode 32. All Seeing Eye. The camera opens on the three of you arriving back at the Coffin Sneeze as you are going to meet up with Tamara and Funk at the Coffin Squeeze bar on the side of Coffin Sneeze. Fuck you, Paul. Y'all do go meet up with them. You know, Tamara's happy to see you, Jamie.
Yeah, she is. Besties.
Little besties there. So y'all are squeezed into your little coffin booths.
Cute.
Yeah.
Shannon likes that. Marlon wouldn't really care. I'd be like, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Jamie thinks it's a little scary, but it's okay.
Is she not used to? Yeah, I've been here for like a day, or I don't know how long.
A day,
been,
which is
She's
enough time
just not-
It's been like you've been a couple. It's been like a couple nights.
She's
I
just
think.
not used to like coffins and like that level of Halloween core.
Yeah. But Allison,
Yes, Allison would
you're like,
love
but
this.
yes, I do like. I did notice this when I was editing the other day. I was like, oh, I always forget like the Jamie voice is
That
a
I
lot-
don't sound like that
is
all
a-
the time.
Is a lot like this, and then you know, and then your actual the
Allison,
speaking voice
maybe.
is a lot, not like deep, but like definitely deeper than Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie wouldn't laugh like that.
Yeah.
I don't think. Her mom, she would have done it once, and their mom would have been like, ladies don't express joy in that
Oh,
way.
man. She probably covers her mouth when she laughs,
Yeah.
like or was taught to.
Ugh.
And she's gotten over that, thankfully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So y'all meet up with Tamara and Funk, and so one of the first things when you sit down, Funk does look at you and Jamie go, "So your dad is Stephen Smith?"
Yes, that's his name.
That I would never have put that together.
Do you know him, my dad?
I do know your father,
Oh, I don't know if that's exciting or scary. Probably both.
and everything that y'all three have going on has nothing to do. Like he doesn't know any of it.
Oh, he figured it out when we were talking to him. Or
Okay,
he
well
figured
that
out
does
when
make
we
sense.
mentioned
This
cities.
is kind of his. I don't want to really tell too much about my history with your father because if he hasn't told you, he might have reasons. But like,
He doesn't tell me like anything, especially about work.
yeah, he's very tight knit. He's very hard to read. You know, like I said, I've worked with him before. He's highly respected in my field. He's one of the few people that has backed me on a lot of things.
Oh.
But also, he's really choosy on what he backs me publicly on. But he's
That sounds
definitely
familiar.
he's definitely Tamara just puts a little hand on you. He's definitely one of the most intimidating people I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, people said that a lot. It's nice to know that I'm not the only one that he's like, super reserved with. That's kind of nice to hear. So is he a good guy?
I mean, for the most, I don't 100% know everything he's done, but we I try my best as an FBI agent, but also, there's still a lot of holes in the law enforcement. Also, there's a lot of red tape we have to go through. And also, I know that your dad isn't just working with the FBI, and in his later years, he's kind of become more of a consultant for numerous agencies. So
he retired, but like he was always still really busy. So, but he would just go fishing or whatever for a couple of days, and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, he did tell me that he actually hates fishing.
Whoa.
And I don't think your dad was out fishing.
This is a lot to take in.
Once again, I don't really want to be the person to tell you all this. I'm terrified of your father, and I don't want it getting back to him. So please do not say that I told you any of this. Also, I'm not going to tell him I know you.
Right, because I don't know how to tell him that I know you without him knowing things that I don't want to tell him about.
He knows we're staying here, right? Should we go up to a room or something? In case he walked in. Like, I don't know. He saw, like, he knows I have the mark of Belphegor. He saw it and he started.
You have the mark of Belphegor?
We haven't talked about that. I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, I, pulled my sleeve down.
Okay.
Ron died.
It was a boon.
Ron died?
It's a good mark. It's chill.
Yeah,
okay.
I gotta look.
What's
I got
up
that.
with
Look at this
what's up with
skin.
his glove?
That's a bad thing. I don't want to talk about that. I don't even fully understand that.
God damn it, Marlon. You're always just getting up to stuff.
So, were you guys in town because of the werewolves?
Werewolves? No. We're in town because there's a serial killer. Okay, well, actually, it might be because it's serial killers, but there's a serial killer, and I know about it because I've been putting together a lot of the serial killer victims. The things that they have in common is most of the the victims are of supernatural origin or things like that. But there's been a big wave of it, and I kind of picked up on the trail recently, and then I did reach out. Unknown to me, your father about some of this because he's actually one of the foremost experts on serial killers, and so we're I've been on this trail for a while though, but there's not a lot to know about. What?
I know who it is.
What do you mean you know who it is?
You know
I know
who
it is.
How do you know it's Marlon? Is that what this hand is about? Did somebody? Because I can see there's a little bit of space between the glove and your thing. I can see.
Does the hand like flip out a knife?
Yeah.
Because he's getting too close to it.
It's just like holding like a little cigarette. And it's like, look, your skin and I don't mean this in a rude way, looks like beef jerky on your right arm. And I know I've seen your carry-on bags for even just for overnight things. The amount that you moisturize. What happened, Marlon?
Can we talk about the serial killer first?
Does it have something to do with your hand?
They're actually completely unrelated. They'll back me up. It's nothing.
They are.
Because it just had a Marlboro cigarette, and now it has a butterfly knife. And I'm
flipping it. Like Marlon does not know how to use a butterfly knife that well. It's doing all these like tricks. It's still doing the tricks as he's talking.
Yeah.
God, I wish I was cool like that.
I lost my hand. Got messed up by Richard Concordis.
Yeah, I was there for that. Yeah.
We met this.
Wait, yeah, that is true. Wait, so in your it's healed.
I just want to talk about the serial killer. I don't want to talk about my fucked up little guy hand, but I will talk about it real quick. So you'll quit asking about it. There was like this guy who looked like the honeycomb cereal mascot, who was like really. I think he was just like a trucker guy, meth head guy, who did way too many drugs and got cursed by a bunch of different beings and shouldn't have been alive. Then he had all these powers and stuff, and I was like, he had a lot of Quaaludes, and I got real fucked up on Quaaludes, and he like died, and I like ate some of his body and got a new hand, but now it's taking me over, and it possesses me sometimes. But I get power, like I get like weird meth head powers.
He looks over at Tamara and goes,
it's unrelated to the serial killer thing, and then Marlon realizes he's saying that really loudly in a bar and like calms down.
Funk looks over at Tamara and goes, I hate how easily that was to track for me, actually. So, okay, great. Moving on. So a serial killer.
There's someone, they're really scary. They're really, really intense. We had a run-in with them. Their name is Cole. They have like an angel arm. They have like angel powers, and they're working with 2 other people. And they were like, I think they were acting like the werewolves were attacking us, but they weren't. And they seem to have like a weird bloodlust, and they're like manipulating the people with them. I don't know. I don't think they're going to try to come kill us. I think they just felt cool that they eventually won out.
They did really like killing, and it made me super uncomfortable, because like we've killed, but we didn't like it, and I think that they liked it.
Okay, wait, and they said they had companions?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a young.
Oh no! Wait, is it like a young, like kind of nerdy kid, and then like a really, honestly, the best way to describe it, Ron-sized woman?
Yeah.
Xavier and Victoria.
How the hell do the three? So the reports that I've been following is that this person that we don't really have a lot of, because a lot of people that come in contact with them can't really remember too many exact details for other reasons, and it definitely seems like some kind of mind wipe, and I was wondering if there's magic involved. And if you're telling me there's angel powers, that's it's endless of what it could be, but there has been reports that they've been with two companions, one being, like a younger, smaller frame kid, and then a very large. Okay, so that's who I've been looking for.
And they're really, I think they're two companions. Like, I don't think they're to blame for any of it, honestly. I think, like, we were trying to convince them to not hang out with Cole. But yeah, I don't really understand how to fight this person. And they're going to keep killing. The werewolves didn't deserve to get killed. It was really upsetting.
They're just having a party.
Yeah, and I tried to, we tried to stop it. But I just got, like, the shit beat out of me.
Yeah, because that's how that we got reports that there was another. It's a very similar MO of like just almost a mass.
It's like execution style.
Mass execution style, and then some of my sources says that there's a pretty big werewolf population here in town, even though it's kind of kept hush hush. But here's the thing: a lot of this town, there's a lot of different like packs here in town, and werewolves will try to. It's not just the pack that they're in, but they kind of tend to try to stay in areas with other wolves because they're not as territorial as all the stories as far as like versus other werewolves, but they do definitely try to watch each other's backs from pack to pack. And so that is okay. So
before real fast, do you have like a supervisor or somebody who you could like email this information to in case we get mind wiped or something happens? Because it's definitely this person.
It's her dad. That's her
You
dad.
gonna text my dad?
But I'm saying
Send
her
him a
dad's
meme.
one of the few people that like. He's the reason why I still get to do what I do because he pushes for me, but we're everything that I have some leniency, and like I said, after the Concordis stuff, it was a bit more obvious, but like.
You're not exactly trying to tell your boss what.
Well, once again, this is not necessarily my boss. He's just
Boss dad.
Jamie's handling all this really well.
CBS.
Yeah, so Jamie,
boss dad.
You're the. If I tell your father all of this.
You can't do that.
He already knows that something's weird. He
Okay,
knows we're related
He
to the
knows
supernatural
something's
stuff.
weird, but he doesn't know about Dodo. I don't think.
He doesn't have to find out about Dodo.
I think I did brunch really good, and I don't think Dodo came out.
So you saw your dad today.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
We
you
went
said
to
that
first watch.
He said that what kind of stuff did he was he saying?
We talked about where we'd been, and he connected it to all the supernatural stuff. He knows we're involved somehow, and he saw my hand. Like, I can't really hide.
Okay.
I don't want to wear gloves on both hands. This skin is still good, so.
And he's real nonchalant about heart attacks.
And he knew what your hand was.
He's had a lot of heart attacks,
Yeah.
though. He's actually, that's kind of one of the scary things about him is like, how many heart attacks he's had, and he's still so intimidating.
Does he have something supernatural with all the heart attacks and the
I think
birthday?
he's just so stubborn.
Oh.
Honestly, I think that's really, he might have something, I don't know, but he is, I think that if death was scared of anybody, it would definitely be Stephen Smith.
Don't you think he's going to find out we know each other anyway, eventually, if he's that smart and capable?
Yes.
I'm not going to tell him,
I'm
but
not-
like, I don't,
I'm not
just.
necessarily worried about him knowing that,
Well,
but I'm going to say I can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want him to know that I've shared stuff about him to Jamie. That's my main worry. I know that he'll eventually figure it out because that's what he does. But what I'm saying is, you're asking if I have a superior that I can tell this stuff to as like a backup. It would be her father. And if I tell Steve this, he's going to ask me how I know this. And then I'm going to have to tell him it's because of the three of you. No,
Well, okay.
my relationship with y'all is very different. You are not somebody that could make my whole job go away. He is.
Well, I just wanted to know, because it sounds like you might know my dad better than me. If he found out about Dodo, would he be mad And also, would it be like in Splash where then who makes me live in a lab and scientists do experiments on me?
Oh, Marlon looks so sad at that.
I don't want to answer that.
I don't want to do it. Don't make me do that.
And then he looks at Tamara, looks a little shame, and goes, because there's definitely been some labs in my work that people have gone to and certain things. And I don't necessarily know if your father knows about, what dodo is or if there's other creatures like that. And I don't know what his response would be. And
I feel like all things, if the government found out, they would want to use it as a weapon.
Yeah, I will say I've seen your dad hide a lot of things from different organizations because he understood what would happen. But I've also seen your dad do a lot of things that were for the best interest of the country that weren't great.
Can you tell him just about Marlon? Because he already knows about maybe I just, Jamie has a weird.
It's a lot easier to hide their stuff.
Okay, here's the thing. If you told him where you have been and he put together, there's my reports that I try to keep y'all out as much as possible in Lebanon.
Well, it's hard to keep best friends out of your notes, probably.
There's a lot. I'm not the only person that's seen y'all, and I'm not the only person that he gets information from. And there is definitely people that live to see Jamie transform into a bird and slaughter people.
There's probably security footage, cell phone footage. He might already know. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that his job is to know. That's one of his really, really high-end skills, is just the amount of connections and information that he can gather. So I'm trying to,
Well, he asked me if I wanted to tell him anything at brunch, and I said no.
Did he pull out his notebook?
Yeah.
Did he write?
What does that mean? Is that bad? Am I in trouble?
He probably knows everything about all three of you already.
Oh.
Well, then we should tell him about Colt. What is there to learn?
That's what I'm trying. I'm just trying to.
You think if he was gonna put me in a lab or make me a weapon, he would have already done it by now.
Once again, I don't really want to answer that.
I don't. If we're talking about a serial killer,
I don't want anyone else to die.
Yeah, I mean, I really sympathize for you, Jamie. That's really rough, and you shouldn't have to worry about your own dad turning you in like that, or anyone turning you in like that, because you're a human being.
Jamie, if he does that, I'm just gonna kill your dad. This isn't really negotiable.
There's the old Joel stuff we remember, because for a moment it's wait, Joel is recommending you be honest with your parental figure. This feels like a trap.
I'm not saying we can't tell him, but I'm saying if they try to cage us and do experiments, I will kill everybody and we will escape.
Well, I figured that might be an outcome, but I don't want to kill my dad.
You wouldn't. It'd be me. But we're not getting put in a cage, Jamie.
Jamie, none of us want to kill your dad.
No, I don't think it'll come to that. I think he seems, Mr. Smith, he seems rational, right? And calculating, and seems to weigh different options. Funk?
I don't want to answer these questions.
Wait, well, I'm not trying to put you in an I'm just saying I want all of, I am very afraid of Cole, who might still be in this town and might have a grudge against me, and also just wants to kill innocent supernatural people. If we're, if any of us from the FBI to her dad to us is pretending to be good people that care about other people, we need to stop this person, right? It's important.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, from my point of view, your dad already figured my shit out, and I'm sure it's not that hard to figure out who I am. So I don't have anything to lose.
You have a
at this
record
point.
on you. He's probably researching you right away. Which
connecting a lot
alias
of
did you
dots.
use?
When I talked to him, I just called myself Marlon.
Oh yeah, so you're for sure blown.
But he didn't tell my mom because my mom loved you.
Marlon's thinking how much he loved Christian, and he's mad. He doesn't say anything. He's like, yeah.
Okay, well, this is a lot.
Marlon keeps checking the door, too, because he's scared Steve and Nicole are going to come in
just
dramatically while we're talking.
Hopefully no splash situation happens.
Well, if it does, there will be blood, but I can't do anything about it. Sorry.
I'm sorry, what? Did you say you can't do anything?
Yeah, Dodo said...
I mean, we don't really need to worry about what...
We won't be in a cage.
Dodo, okay.
Okay, how about have y'all thought maybe y'all leave and I go and tell Steve what is up, and y'all go ahead and go to your next little stop on your road trip.
Can you guys take Cole?
I mean,
without our help?
I'm not gonna really. I know that you've helped a lot, Marlon. I know that Jamie and Ron have the capabilities. If I'm chasing down a serial killer, I'm not gonna enlist 3 20-something-year-olds to come help me. You got to understand, I'm not going in solo either, but like, remember I've told you there's things above your pay grade? This is one of those. So I'm saying y'all 3 should leave. Go ahead and go pack up. I know you love this Dracula
Well, that
theme.
just wraps it up for the arc, folks. Our heroes hop in the van and head along.
Marlon looks at Tamara.
Tamara just goes, listen, he's right. Y'all should leave. What
if Cole just follows us while we're separated?
Well, we're on their trail right now, and you said that you don't think that they have a thing against you, but
they might. I don't know.
I think they have a little thing against us. Also, it's very important for you to know that Cole said they have angel powers, and they're telling Victoria and Xavier that they're doing like holy missions. So that's what they think is happening.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like serial killers are psychopaths, and they're very. Let me guess. When you first met them, they were like they knew how to talk to you really well. They were really charming. They were like they pretty much knew exactly what to say. Maybe some of you even thought about where's this going? What are we? Kind of thing. That's what they're good at. They're good at reading people. And tomorrow she goes, is Xavier the boy that you were texting me about like those couple of days, and then you said that you were really mad at him, and you didn't want to talk about why, and that you thought about maybe
so does that mean that because they were really charming and I liked him, and does that mean that he's a serial killer?
Not necessarily. He could be in on it. He could be manipulated. However, I hate to say this because I'm not part of the FBI, but there is collateral damage at times. And if these 2 are zealots of Cole's, there is a chance that they will not stop unless we stop them. And them being Cole and their 2 companions. So once again, I think Funk is right. Y'all should pack up right now and leave town, because there's about to be a lot of bad, hard choices that have to be made. And I don't want you to have to... Okay, you already told me about the boy that exploded.
Yeah.
But he was a robot. But now the actual first human you've had a crush on might have to fight. Also,
we fought, but I didn't kill him because
I get that.
Person,
but
I think
they've been leaving wakes of bodies. Like they've been leaving like
did
trails
that
of bodies in their.
It's different, Jamie.
It's different. It's very different.
Not even trying to equivocate it. It's just objectively different.
Jamie. You killed a bunch of racist piece of shit hunters that were trying to put a sting and like get a drop on a bunch of magicians and a weird, sad, grown-up lost boy that was stuck inside of mirrors. We
killed a bunch of worms too, and maybe a worm person or 2.
Okay, those were all. That was different. That's more like of a zombie situation.
I ate some of them too.
Yeah. Okay. You're right.
I'm just saying that that doesn't mean I'm a bad person.
You're not.
So that means that I don't think Xavier is a bad person.
I'm not saying that Xavier or what was the other one, Victoria. I'm not saying they're bad people, but they're following a bad person. And if you try to reach out to them and convince them, and then they fought you, then they might. I'm not saying that we're going that any of them are, but
Ron, do
what?
you think Victoria deserves? Like, I'm very bothered by this. This is upsetting to me.
What? Well,
you and Victoria.
Ron, you and Victoria. Wait, so did you all 3 almost bang a bunch of serial killers?
I did not. The vibes were off.
But did you?
I did not. I like men.
Okay, fair enough. That's
fine.
I
don't really want to get into the details of my own preferences.
No, I'm just...
The vibes were off, and it just wasn't
She goes, I'm so sorry, but you do have the vibes of somebody that would for sure want to fuck a serial killer.
I'm not saying I've never fucked a serial killer. I'm saying I didn't want to fuck this serial killer.
We're gonna have to ask you to keep your voice down here at the coffin squeeze.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Ron, you're just chill with them potentially just killing. I'm pragmatic, and I understand it has to come down to it, but do you not want to try to convince her? You're not saying anything.
No, I don't. Look, sounds like these folks don't want any help, but it sounds like there's going to be people needing help around here, and I'm not about to walk away from it.
Well, I'm saying it seems like they're victims of Cole just like anybody else.
Yeah, no,
I
want
get
that.
them, and I don't know if there's any kind of like angel magic that's like hypnotizing them. I don't fucking know. We couldn't talk to them, but I feel like there was some hesitation, or that they're not like cult-like zealots, and I don't think they're violent people. I think they've been tricked, and they could be really good allies to have.
I think
they're
they
innocent
like
people.
signed up for an MLM, and Cole was the leader, and they're just believing.
Yeah,
I get if you have to kill him. I get it.
But they think they're doing the right thing. Like they think
and then
werewolves are
Funk
scary,
kind of
and they
slams
kind
his
of
hands
are.
down on the table. Goes, listen, I understand. We have a very friendly relationship, and we have, especially me and you, Marlon, we've worked on things. I'm not asking you to leave town. I'm telling the three of you, you need to leave now. This is over your experience level, and we're going to take care of it. And I'm going to have to leave here and go talk to Jamie's father. And I'm going to have to tell him, I'll try to leave as much as possible. But, like, I got to tell him this because we got to call in the big guns because we knew that there was a serial killer going around killing supernaturals. If Cole has connections to angels, well, angels are a whole other story, and this isn't the first time we've had to rein in somebody with some angel powers, and it gets messy fast. So,
okay, Marlon puts his hands up, and he one, if Cole chases us, that's fucking on you. I'll call you. If that might happen. Two, I'll go.
That's I'm saying. Like,
I'll go, Ron. I don't think we should stay.
All right, you know what? You're right.
If Funk's big man on campus
I'm
pulling
not
rank.
big man on campus, you Marla. I'm saying that I can't have civilians just coming on this thing and me be like, oh, these are three friends of mine. One has a connection with a demon and apparently ate a weird fucked up little guy. This little girl over here has a prehistoric bird in her, and
Funk,
this man died.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you this entire table to keep it down.
Can you do me a favor? Funk, I know that you're just doing your job, but if my dad is gonna like put me in a lab or something, could you give me a heads up and I'll
For sure. You know, I'll do, that's the other thing why I want you all to like try to get out of here because I don't.
Marlon puts money on the table and stands up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Jamie. We don't make enemies of the FBI.
Also, if a little fucking Weasley guy named Christian Ondale tries to talk to you, don't talk to him.
Wait, is this part of the serial killer thing?
No, it's unrelated.
Okay,
Just don't talk to him. I gotta go.
Is this about the demon or the
No,
demon
it's
hand
not.
or the
It's
fucked up-
a guy. It's a guy.
Okay,
It's just a guy.
it's just a guy.
Just don't talk to him. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, I guess we'll leave the hotel.
As soon as we get outside, Ron looks at Marlon and we ain't going nowhere, are we?
I don't fucking. What are we supposed to do?
I'm trying. How
are we supposed to protect Jamie from her own dad if we stay here? What do we? I don't. Funk's gonna get pissed off, or I'm gonna lose the connection.
I
was
do
ready to
think
just go.
we should hide. Either way, I'm scared of my dad.
Yeah, I'm a little
I
scared
get what
of
you
your
want to
dad
do. What
too.
the fuck are we supposed to do if they're gonna have like a supernatural SWAT team descend upon the city and Funk's not gonna look out for me, and we're not supposed to be here? I don't think we can't fight Cole. They already.
We do
beat
bear
us.
a striking resemblance to them if there was a mistake.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like some kind of mirror poetic thing that I don't fully understand. I don't like to think about my mirror as a serial killer, right? I promise I'm not a serial killer. It's kind of gotten it under my, like Marlon is like smoking a cigarette with his fucking little guy hand. It's kind of getting, I've had a bad day as far as self-reflection already with all the Christian stuff and everything else going on.
Do you think that they're trying to frame us?
No, I just
No.
think it's a convenient grouping of people to go out and take care of things.
If they did and the wrong people were involved, then Funk would be coming for us, like they're going for them.
Funk knows me well enough to know that we're not fucking.
Okay.
He's not. I mean, he's kind of goofy sometimes, but he's not like stupid.
And he's not gonna put me in a lab, right?
No, it was weird how much he dodged questions about your dad doing that though.
Yeah.
Let's go in Stefan at least, and like not just be at the place where your dad and Cola and Funk know where we are.
I do. Yeah, I think we should check out.
You pack up. Marla, you do get a text from Christian. Just says, are you fucking kidding me? This is really what you're going to pull? I know you said there was things that were still in motion you couldn't stop.
I texted back, I couldn't stop it. I swear to God, that's it.
And he goes, I can't.
What did you expect me to do about it?
You should have given me a fucking heads up on this. They're taking me in. I need you to get me out, okay? They said they don't believe me. I need you to come and clear my fucking name, okay? I'm right outside of town. I'm at this little dinky sheriff's office, and I need you to come get me. I snuck this phone in here. You know, I always got a burner on me. But, like, I need you, if you're really done with this and you want to bury this hatchet, I need you to come out here. And he sends you an address. And it's just like a small local sheriff's office that's probably like 20 miles outside of wherever you are. Not Cherokee. Charlotte.
I show the text to Ron and Jamie. I'm like, this is a trap, right?
Well, I mean,
I think so.
What did you do? What was the? I mean,
I might have done something that looked like he pulled off a scam that he didn't, and blamed him and gotten him in legal trouble.
So you're saying feller's in jail, probably because of you?
I don't. It's when how.
I mean, like,
the sheriffs usually let you send a bunch of text messages.
I don't know, small town.
He did
stuff
say
is
in there,
weird.
he said in the text that he snuck in a phone.
I think it's a trap.
I mean, almost.
I think Christian. Look at his face, his fucking little face when he drove away. He wasn't done with me, even though I.
Like, I don't.
I mean, the agreement was that you'd leave him alone, and then these last few hijinks would happen. So, I feel like you're not obligated.
I texted him, hold on.
Also, the last time we had interactions with the sheriff's office, it was really bad.
Yeah, small town sheriffs aren't known for tact or diplomacy
and then
or
it
fairness.
Was a spaceship.
Well, you had a good time with the one from Cherokee. He was helpful.
Are you talking about Officer Pigfucker?
No, that was from...
yeah, he was helpful. Didn't he die?
That was Le Bagnon.
No, he was good.
Yeah.
The other guy was helpful.
And Officer Pigfucker wasn't real.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Officer Pigfucker isn't real. Oh, Officer Pigfucker.
He felt really real.
I text him, hold on. And I'm going to try to, I don't want to go there. I don't trust it. I'm going to try to pull something.
I'm going to scam my own scam.
I'm just going to keep scamming all the way down and it'll fix it. It'll be fine. That's what Marlon's thinking. He's like, I can fix this. I'm going to try, how about I try to call in a favor from Cobb?
Oh.
Yeah, okay. You could give an old Cobb a call.
Yeah.
Yeah. You call up Cobb and he's...
What's going on there, Ma? What's my sweet little Tootsie Roll going on?
God damn it.
Cobb, you know how you have some guys who will take falls for stuff, for money, or for drugs, or for photos?
Yeah, I got a couple of those guys. I got a couple of little fall guys, got a couple of little fall girls, got a couple of fall thems. You know, one time I paid a baby an old lollipops there, Marlon, and that baby went to prison. He didn't go to prison as a little baby, but I did get out of a murder that I did, and the baby took the raps for it. I said it was old Wile E. Coyote kind of thing. You remember? And the little traps and contraptions
The Rube Goldbergs?
Rube Goldbergs. I said old little baby actually set it off, and, baby took that fall, gave a bunch of lollipops, and, Cobb's still sitting pretty over here in Arizona.
I need a fall guy.
Adult. Tell him you want
an
an adult.
It's a smaller scam. It would just be a few months in jail. It wasn't like a big thing. But a guy, you remember Christian?
Oh yeah, that man that you kind of told me you keep having dreams about and you're upset about.
No, I'm glad he's glad he doesn't have Cobb on speaker. Yeah. So we kind of buried the hatchet, but then some stuff I already put in motion is going to get some. I need you to have somebody come in to Charlotte and confess to the crime that he's in jail for, and I'll pay. It's like I said, it's not a big. It's nothing. It's not like murder or anything. That serious.
Okay. What's the old scam there you pulled?
It's just like selling a fake watch.
Okay.
To a few different people on the internet.
All right. What was the price of the watch there?
$20,000.
Oh, okay, Marlon. That is some high charges there. But I think Cobb knows a couple of people who've been on the outside and they kind of miss the regularities that they get inside of prison life. You know that prison isn't really set up for getting people back out on their mile, and it's kind of, you ever heard of recidivism?
Yes, I have.
Well, that's what, Cobb's got a couple people might come on. Now we over in North Carolina there, we got, I can get Slick Rick out there.
Get Slick Rick.
I get Slick Rick out there. Okay, now, old Cobb can, do this, but, what can you give old Cobb here?
Well, I have unlimited drugs.
Well,
what else do you... Cobb, what do you want?
I mean, I think you know what I want, Marlon.
Which outfit do you want? Cobb.
You know the one. I want you to be the little New Year's baby.
That's so weird.
I want you to ring in the New Year's. I keep trying to get you to come to the party every year, Cobb's New Year bash. I'm trying to tell everyone that Marlon's going to be ringing in as the New Year's baby, and well, I need you to. I had the rattle too.
Cobb, what? Do you have a baby thing?
I don't have a baby. New Year's baby. There's an old man. There's a New Year's old man, and then there's the New Year's baby.
Okay, I'll do it.
And the man that I got that looks like an older version of you, he's gonna die soon, Marlon. He's not doing well.
Okay, I'll go to Spirit Halloween.
No, I got the outfit already, Marlon.
Okay, are you gonna?
You just gotta show up. You gotta show up at Cobb's New Year's bash. And
and New Year's?
New Year's, yeah.
Okay, I'll make a deal. I thought you meant you wanted the photo now.
No.
There's also a serial killer with angel powers who's kind of after me, so I feel like this also could be Christian trying to trick me, or maybe something related to that.
Or do they got angel powers?
They got angel powers.
Okay. Well, so like.
I just have too many enemies.
You got a lot of stuff going on there, Marlon.
Yeah, but you're gonna send Slick Rick?
I'll send old Slick Rick down there. I'll get him to take care of it. Now here's the thing, Slick Rick, he is a sad man. It has nothing really to do with the story, but it's just I wish he would kind of, appreciate himself more with his abilities. He's really good at going to prison.
Marlon doesn't know where Cobb's going with this.
That's kind of it. I was just kind of,
you want him to leave himself more.
I got other friends besides you, that I care about.
I have friends too.
I didn't say you didn't. You got old Johnny over there, and you got the man that's got the height on him.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'll.
Anyways, and then you got your little but this is the Christian that you thought that there was something there back in the day, and then
let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. It's bad now. It's bad now, and I don't know if he's tricking me, but I did set him up for this. But it might be a trap, so I'm not fucking going to that sheriff's office. But I do want to make good on it. And if you just want me to come to your party dressed as what you said on the phone to me that I don't want to say out loud.
Oh, baby, New Year.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And you can wear whatever you want, but then at 11:58, we need you to get changed up. So midnight strikes.
Is it a diaper?
Yeah, Marlon, it's more of a sash wrapped up around you.
Okay, that's better.
But
But
I do the rattle.
I
do need you to have the rattle.
I'll do it. 100% Cobb. I'm good for it. Okay.
All right, well, I get all Slick Rick down there, and also if once again, was it an angel or was that a person with angel powers?
Angel arm, I got a Belphegor arm.
Okay, because I would say if you could kill an angel for me, I'd take any part of that angel. You know how to take care, well, you got some angel stuff yourself there?
How do I take out?
They're kind of their own worst enemies there. They're pretty strong against, but if you got anything angelic, that's their weakness.
So like diamond could cut diamond or whatever?
Yeah, kind of diamonds and diamonds, old Cobb and Cobb. There's a mirror Cobb out there probably.
Like in our world, or there are mirror dimensions. I know there are different versions of us.
I made a clone of myself, Marlon. He's out there.
Marlon, you've got mirror Cobb.
Is he?
I don't know what he's doing, Marlon. I made him, and I raised him up to the age of 13. And then I put him out there in the world, and I said, well, maybe one day you find old Cobb and you take me down. I've lived a long time, Marlon. You gotta have contingency plans.
That's so weird. That's so weird to drop on me right now.
I told you about my little clone?
No, you've never told me about your clone.
Oh, okay.
Unless I was too fucked up to remember.
Well, I made a clone of myself, and I did raise him. Oh, for 7 months one time, I only fed him the color blue, foods in the color blue.
There's so few natural blue foods.
Oh, I wanted to see what I was going to do,
I saw a YouTube video about it once.
Yeah, there's a lot of blueberries, other blue things. I kind of forget. It was kind of a daze. But I do got a little Cobb clone out there. Maybe is that who, maybe he got angel powers. Is that who's coming to chase you down?
No, it's someone named Cole.
Well, that's the thing about me loving you so much, Marlon. I get worried that maybe one day someone will find out by my little Marlon wall and be like,
do you think your clone, now y'all can hear me saying all this, you think your clone is going to come kill me?
I don't know if he wants to go
Do I need to be on the lookout for
I'm just saying, if he wants to go after Cobb's weakness, that's my little Marlon.
Okay, well, don't tell anybody about me then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm worried they're trying to find my Marlon wall.
Okay, I gotta go.
Okay,
Thank you,
I'll
Cobb.
get old Slick Rick down there. Remember, just, angels hurt angels. If you got anything angelic on you got anything, that's how you take down that angel.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So, yeah, you just go take down, you do whatever you need to. I'll get old Slick Rick down there, and, well, can't wait to ring in the old New Year's with the little New Year's baby Marlon.
It'll be nice to see you again, Cobb. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, tell old, what were your two friends' names?
Ron and Jamie, I don't think they'd like your parties. They don't do drugs.
I don't have to do
Really?
drugs there. How does Ron feel about cage dancing? I got a real tall cage.
You know, I don't think he'd be into that, but if the price was right, maybe.
All right, well, tell him about it. And Jamie can kind of just come as my note taker. She's good at taking notes. Tell her to write that down, actually. Say, hey, Jamie, write down this note. You're good at taking notes.
Okay. Bye, Cobb.
All right, goodbye, Marlon.
Thanks. Bye. He hangs up.
Yeah, he hangs up, and then we cut to, and we see Cobb putting up. He took a picture of him taking on this phone call, and he's putting up on his Marlin wall.
This has gotten a lot weirder over time. Ron.
What do you want from me? I have no control over these characters.
Cobb offered for you to cage dance at his party. He'd probably pay you a lot. And Jamie, he wants to be his note taker at his party. I made a deal with him. I don't want to talk about it, but he's going to send a guy to take the fall for Christian. So I'm going to text Christian, getting it covered. I know he wants me to come down there. I'm not fucking coming down there, but I do text Christian, getting it covered.
I just want to make sure the deal that you made doesn't hurt anybody.
Okay, Jamie, he wants me to dress as the New Year's baby in a little sash and have a little rattle. Okay?
That's ironic.
It's not going to hurt anybody but me and my human pride. I'm not making more deals that are going to fuck y'all over. He's smoking a cigarette. I'm not. Okay?
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay?
/ thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
He sits down.
See, Jamie, somebody would have a use for my idea. Spirit New Year's Eve, a very short-term novelty rental retail establishment sells New Year's Eve themed goods.
He already has this stuff. He's been trying to get me dresses as a New Year's baby for a long time, and I kept saying, I don't want to fucking do that.
No, I could see why. It's cold in January most of the time, too.
It's humiliating.
Isn't it flattering that he thinks that you could be a New Year's baby, though?
I mean, yeah.
So young.
I mean, it's better than, old man
He
last
said
year.
he has an old man who's about to die, too, so I got to do it this year.
Yeah.
Well,
An old man that looks like an older version of Marlon, too.
I don't want to think about that. He's talking about cloning and shit. I don't even want, Marlon.
What if Marlon's a clone of this old man?
I don't even want to think about. That's literally a plot to one of my favorite Lupin movies about are you a clone or not? Is this clone? And then it's horrifying to think about.
Yeah.
And he knows Cobb would do it and implant my memories into a clone baby or because he's got this weird fixation on Marlon. And he told me he's got a Cobb clone out there who might try to kill me. It was a lot.
That's not good.
No, it's awful. And I don't know. He said he raised a baby version of himself and only fed him blue foods. Cobb's already fucked up and he ate normal foods growing up. I don't want to know. Anyway, I texted Christian.
Okay. So we should head to a different, a hideout spot.
Yeah, also, he told me you have to fight angels with angels, and I still have the holy bullets.
Oh.
So that might be something that could actually hurt Cole.
Hmm.
Also, I wasn't just straight up trying to kill Cole or whatever, but if they're a serial killer, I don't feel bad.
No, I don't. I mean, when we saw Cole kill people, but Xavier and Victoria, I just feel bad.
Yeah, let's just start heading down the road.
Y'all pack up. You push the thoughts of a Cobb clone back.
And me being a clone, or there's an old version of me. What the? Marlon's just shaking his head I don't like this.
I do yeah. Even though I made the joke, I do like how Marlon's wait a minute, why does he like me so much?
I'm fucking me. There's not another me out there. I'm me. I'm the only me. And anyone else, they're not, he's just
yeah.
Having anything challenge his sense of self, which is already so fragile, is not good. So he's in his own head a little bit. And he's dealing with stuff with Christian and Jamie's dad, and he's really stressed out. And he's just seeing what Christian says to the text.
You text Christian saying that you're handling it, and he texts back. He goes, it better be handled because if not, I'm coming back at you full force.
I say, okay, I'm handling it.
And then he goes, okay, then handle it.
I am.
Fine then. I guess you'll handle it.
I say, I am happy face.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, needing the last word. Yeah.
And it's all just text back and forth too. There's still, but you can, the subtext of this text is very, very homoerotic. Yeah. You tell him he handled it, and Cobb's getting old Slick Rick on it. And y'all pack up and get into Stefan and start to head your way outside of town. Whom is driving the van?
Not Marlon.
Marlon's texting, so I believe I am.
Well, this was all.
Yeah. He's in a bad. He's distracted and angry.
Jamie
What else is new?
Wants to hide in the back of the van, just below the window.
Oh, right, in case your dad drives by.
Yeah. All right, well, Ron Please give me a read a bad situation check.
Well, I'm driving a van on an American roadway. It's all very dangerous to begin with. That's an 11, 12.
All right. I believe it's
It is
2 or 3.
Is this the first time Ron succeeded on a read a bad situation?
No,
I've always failed on my weird vision checks.
Actually, I
which
lied.
do.
Before we do this, speaking of, give me your weird vision check.
Fantastic. 9.
You start to see as like you're driving down the road, and this is like retroactively before your read a bad situation check. You start to make your way outside of town, and you just start to see this image of bloody angel wings.
Ron shakes his head. This vision, whatever that is, it's starting to get real esoteric and kind of creepy. But at least it doesn't hurt as much.
What are you talking about, Ron?
I just saw like bloody angel wings for a second just flying in front of a field of vision. And
Okay, I'm texting
I know,
Funk.
but they're
I'm
fine
texting
now,
Funk.
right?
I'm
Like,
texting
they're fine.
Funk.
It's fine now. Like
I think Cole's coming after us.
Yeah.
Ron's getting angel visions. And then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
also ducked down.
Yeah, because y'all, this was like probably you had headed outside of town already. This was like while Ron was driving, and so now that you're saying that, Ron will have done his like, well, let me check my surroundings now.
Ron's having a panic attack.
So now you get to choose off of the read a bad situation list. You have full success, so it's either 2 or 3.
Also, I want to say Marlon would have changed into a set of like a nice white short sleeve button up shirt and black pants after he had juice spilled all over him.
Jamie's wearing a hoodie and she's got the hood up and trying to be.
Is there a little? You got a horse on that hoodie?
No, this one's just a solid color.
You got any?
The horse is on the inside.
Ooh, what's the horse?
Her horse shirt.
never saddle for less.
Aw.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Yeah, never saddle for less.
Is it just a saddle?
I thought it was like a happy cartoon horse.
Oh, there we go.
It's an affirmation.
Yeah, and there's hearts around the horse
Yeah.
head. Yeah.
All right, great. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Ron getting this weird vision.
So what's the best way to protect the victims? And are there any dangers we haven't noticed? I'm going to hold my other one for later.
Ron, you realize like what's the best way to protect the victims, i.e. you. You see like as you're driving forward, you just slam your foot down on the brakes to stop the van right before it actually hits a bunch of spikes on the road that you did notice, as it was definitely, because you're like, oh, that's weird. Oh, what is that? And so you stop just short of like blowing out the tires of Stefan. And then what was the second one?
The second one is, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah. The dangers you haven't noticed is you definitely do see kind of like in the woods, you see this very large iguana running around, and then you make direct eye contact behind a tree that is not large enough to hide her lovely, large, beefy frame.
I know what that's like. Yeah.
Where you see like Victoria is standing there staring at you, ready to jump. And then floating, they don't have like angel wings, but there is like this kind of like glow where there's a shadow of some wings, even though there's no wings on them. You do see Cole just kind of like ascend onto the ground in front of the van.
Should we someone call Funk? I'm going to call Funk.
I share my location with Funk, and then I pick up my gun loaded with the holy bullets.
Yeah.
Stefan, let's let's go back as fast.
Yeah. And you hear Stefan go, okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and take care of this. And you start backing up, and then you like just see on top of the windshield a giant iguana tongue just like start wrapping around and like pulling Stefan. He goes, This isn't great. These are your friends. How much do we want to hurt them or not hurt them?
No,
We could kill the angel one. The other two, I don't want to hurt that much, but if they're going to kill us, we don't really.
Okay.
Be careful.
Okay, Ron, just let go of the wheel.
Ron, let's go of the wheel.
And then
Just take the wheel, man.
Stefan.
So you see what Stefan starts to do. He starts to like go in reverse, trying to like pull against this the giant tongue, and then you hear Stefan go, "Everyone, hold on to something." As he stops, we go in reverse, and then starts to go forward using the tension that the iguana built up to where he's like launched above the spikes, and then is going to try to hit Cole directly on with the van.
Looks like the road tripper's done it again.
And you get that nice freeze frame of us all like,
Marlon's got both of his little skinny arms wrapped around the car
We cut
seat.
to commercial for First Watch. Yeah, so like Stefan does like just hit Cole directly on. It doesn't take them down, but it does like do like a very, very large smash on them. But then Stefan, you know, the van isn't like wrecked, but it's not in great condition right now. And Stefan goes, "Don't worry, I can heal. I got the weird worm thing in me.
Okay, cool.
But I can't. They kind of.
Yeah, no,
I can't go right now. I can't go.
Okay, we got to get out and find him then. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Marlon's trying to psych himself up.
Yeah, and then once that happened too, like the iguana tongue did de-wrap, and then you see Xavier does look healed up now, and they got like little gold irises. Not like completely gold, but there's like some like gold flecks in there.
Like they're possessed?
Eyes.
Like straight up possessed?
Not like, who knows?
You see someone with gold eyes and gold stuff in their irises. Your first assumption is that they're possessed.
You can assume whatever you would like.
Okay.
But Marlon does not know if this is, but you can assume. But yeah, but like I said, they look healed because you know that Dodo fucked up Xavier. And then so Victoria, Xavier, and the iguana and Cole are like standing like little standoff. Cole looks at you. Gonna be honest, that's pretty cool. I didn't know you were that good of a driver there, Ron. But
yeah, he's a badass.
They go, well, I just want to apologize for what happened to your little friend there, but you know he didn't have enough information for me, so.
What are you talking about?
Your little will they, won't they, little like, ooh, I hate him, like your little boyfriend, the Tesla guy.
Did you kill him?
Oh, I didn't. He might be dead. I don't really know, but you know, I asked him to tell me everything about you, and then he did, and it was all really surface level. And then I told him about all your little shitty cons and everything you've been doing, and like. Y'all should have just banged it out. That's what it sounded like this was leading to. Anyways, but you fell for the trap. I knew it was, a little obvious, but
I didn't. Okay, if it was obvious, I didn't fall for it. I didn't go to the sheriff's office.
I'm sorry.
I was trying to leave. I didn't fall for the trap. I was trying to.
Trap. You saw the trap.
I actually pretty intelligently found a solution that would have helped if it wasn't a trap without putting myself and my friends at risk.
Well,
don't
worry. Everyone at the sheriff's office is already dead. So there was a man that was really sad that showed up. Honestly, so sad that leaving him alive was more of a punishment.
Yeah, I heard he was really sad.
So, yeah.
Marlon, he's not expressing it because it's so fucked up. He's happy Cole hurt Christian. It's so fucked up. He's also happy he's still alive. Probably still alive, whatever.
Yeah.
There is a part of him that's like good, but he's not. He's acting. He's looking hurt or upset. He's looking like he's being stoic about his will they won't they rival little. But he's thinking, that little fucking shit. Teach him a fucking lesson. Try to talk to that's what he's thinking in his head.
Yeah.
So unless Cole is psychic, he's putting up a pretty good front.
Yeah,
and he's like, "What is your problem?"
And Cole just goes, "Oh well, I can't really have y'all going around knowing what you know." And
what we don't. What do we know?
Well, Jamie, stop acting coy. I know that y'all are, a lot more, on the up and up in that, with your little dealings with the FBI, and really interesting who your dad is, actually.
How do you know who my dad is?
Do you think I just let the three of you go and didn't keep tabs on you? You know what? That's probably my fault. You didn't see. They reach behind them and they pull out a feather from seemingly nowhere. It was invisible, and they pull a feather and they go, "Yeah, each of you reach behind your right ear right now."
A quarter?
Marlon doesn't want to do it.
Jamie, you reach you go to reach, and you somehow did not feel this, and you definitely don't see it, but you feel like a feather. You pull it out, and then once you pull it out and look at it, there is a white angel feather behind your ear. And they go, yeah, I planted all those when we had a little standoff because I knew you weren't just gonna fucking leave. So.
Marlon takes his out.
Yeah, yours is there too. And then Ron, there's one. So yeah, I know everything you've been talking about. I know everything you did. I know you told the FBI about me. I know that they know about me now because of the three of you. So I gotta
Did you not hear them talk about how they knew about you before?
They knew of somebody. They didn't know it was me until this one over here.
Why did you go talk to Christian? Why would it matter? Couldn't you just come kill me? Why does it... Are you that, obsessed with me?
Is this what you're going to try to do? All right, well, let's just get to it then.
Okay,
and then you see, Cole reach out and just like pull a spear.
I'm gonna try to shoot them. They're probably faster, but if that's the
give me a kick some ass roll.
Oh my god, that's tough, right?
Yeah.
7. Whew.
So yeah, you do shoot Cole, and their hubris, they don't dodge it at all because you're just shooting them with bullets.
Yes.
But you do get hit with this angel spear that you've been hit with
Oh
before.
my god, how much harm?
This is gonna do a nice little 3 harm to you, but you do 3 harm back because they're like those bullets don't. And they like cough up some blood and they look down and they go, where in the fuck did you find angel bullets?
You think I haven't been talking to demon hunters?
Yeah.
With my mammon shit? I told you, just fucking leave me alone.
Yeah, and then
Leave us alone. Leave people alone.
At this point, they go, all right, you two go after the other two. And so Victoria is now running after Ron, and Xavier jumps on his iguana and is going after you, Jamie. What do the two of you do?
Ron, who is, while everyone else has been screaming at each other, has been sort of trying to like get the trowel loose, and as Victoria approaches, swings towards her, and it becomes a long chain, and hoping to wrap her up in
that's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
give me a kick some ass with that tough, and I'll give you a +1 because you're using your special trail.
9.
You like to wrap it around Victoria, and you're starting to like pull her in. And what she kind of does is she does that real like cool move where like she like throws her arm up, it wraps around her. You are like, pulling some strain on her arm, and she starts to like pull you back. And then she kind of like, similar to what Stefan did with the iguana tongue, she like is like pulling back and then kind of gives in. So you do some damage to her, but she lunges forward and gets a punch in on you. So you're also gonna take you're gonna take 2 harm from Victoria as she punches you forward.
Marlon's thinking, man, I hope we can get her unpossessed because we're at the poor Ron.
And then Jamie, what are you doing as they're coming after you?
I say, you don't have to do this.
And Xavier just like doesn't respond at all. Like he just seems, he hasn't said anything, and he just seems like emotionless. As him and Frank, or like he's just like riding Frank, and like Frank is like jumping up in the air to attack you. And you just hear Jodo go, give me the body, Jamie, give me the body.
I'll give you the body, but don't hurt him if you can avoid it.
Okay, I can't really make any promises right now, Jamie.
Use the legs and run.
Yeah, and then so you just see like Jamie like kind of like duck down. Jamie, give me an act under pressure, and you get a +1 because you're trying to, instead of engage, you're trying to like avoid.
That's a 9.
So you do like kind of like barely duck down, you like run, go past, and then like the back of like Frank's tail like whips you. So you're gonna take just 1 harm, but you do get out of the way. And he goes, Jamie, I know you're trying to reach him, but like this is definitely life or death. Marlon's pretty fucked up already. We can't hold back, Jamie.
You can't kill him.
Jamie, I know you don't want him to die, but I'm not gonna let Marlon die, and he's about to die, and I respect Marlon a lot more now. And like Marlon got like stabbed, like they threw a spear and it went through like his shoulder.
I would like to try to lead Frank and Xavier away. Are we near woods?
Yeah, you're near woods. He goes, okay, if you want to try to get him away.
Yeah, I want to try to lead him into the woods and get Frank stuck in between some trees.
Ooh, we love this. Okay, great. Give me a kick some ass, but you get to use weird. Joe goes, okay, we gotta get Frank's attention, so I'm gonna go slash Frank in the face, and then we're gonna bolt in the woods so he chases us, okay?
Okay. 7.
You go up, like you see like Dodo, like you're like half Dodo body on the bottom half. And you're like trying to probably scream out to Xavier, but he's still not responding. But like Dodo like jumps up and scratches across Frank's eye, and then is like running. You do get bit by Frank a little bit, even though you're able to get out of it. So you're gonna take 2 harm as you are running into the woods.
And I do have preternatural speed, so I'm fast.
Yeah. So you're faster, but like so you are able to take the lead. So you do see Xavier and Frank go off into the woods after that. Cole is just like, okay, well, you got me good on that one. So now I know you got angel bullets in there. So my beef is only really with you right now, Marlon. If you just lay down right now, I'll take you out, and then I'll let your 2 friends go because, well, Ron's too dumb for anyone to believe him, and honestly, Jamie's dad is probably gonna take care of her and put her in a cage like she's worried about.
Come closer, Cole. I can't hear you.
Oh, I know you can hear me.
Right.
We're not doing this. I'll give you one more chance. Lay down the gun right now and let me take you out, and I'll let your 2 friends live. Otherwise, I'll make sure you're the last to die so you can see what I'm going to do to them.
You're a fucking serial killer, and I shoot him again. I promise I won't kill your friends, Marlon. I bet he's like saying that. Oh, I promise he's like trying to shoot.
Yeah.
If Marlon actually thought Cole would follow through
You
on
can
it.
trust a serial killer. What kind of world are we
It would
living
be a
in?
lot more of a different, because he would be like, oh, would I want to give up my life for my friends? But there's no way. Like, he's not dumb.
You can trust them.
I mean, think of the number of serial killers that are friends with cops.
Did I not tell you how hot they are?
Oh, it's a 4.
You like start to go like shoot.
But is it the same arm that got...
Well, then what happens
Yeah.
is like you start to go shoot, and then just like before they just didn't dodge the attack because they were like, these fucking bullets aren't gonna do anything, and they just blink out and then blink behind you, and then like you're just like picked up from the back and just get like a knife in the side for 2 harm.
Oh my god.
And then they just start like laughing maniacally.
He's gonna reach his right hand, fuck the little guy hand, back behind his head and try to grab Cole's face.
Full attack.
Or shove his hands in Cole's mouth and let the fucked up little guy take the wheel a little bit. If you want, if you think it'd be quiet, just full possession of the fucked up little guy trying to get the
Give me
angel
act
arm.
under pressure +1.
9.
You're like reaching back.
He's like reaching back. He's wanting the fucked up little guy to possess
Yeah.
Cole. 'Cause there's no way Cole knows all about that.
Yeah, you're trying to grab into that. While that's happening, we cut over to what is Ron doing at the same time?
Ron would like to take his last hold from Read a Bad Situation and ask what's the most vulnerable to me.
Most vulnerable to you, I would. It's interesting.
Or here, if you want the other question, which
yeah.
is what's the best way to protect Marlon?
I would say like right now, vulnerable to you would be Cole because they are very distracted by Marlon, but you would be exposing yourself to Victoria for sure. But like you could go after Cole because like they're for sure focused on Marlon right now.
Okay, so if I understand the orientation of the whole crew now, we're all in front of the spikes, but Cole is now behind Marlon.
Yeah.
So they are the closest to the spikes.
Yeah. And then Marlon's like reaching back and like clawing at Cole's face.
So still wrapped up with Victoria in the chain, Ron tries to spin her out like a salsa dancer kind of and just like hurling her at the other two, Marlon and Cole, and hoping to push them
onto the spikes.
Hopefully just Cole onto the spikes, but we are throwing we are throwing
I
a
got
big
2
strong
harm left.
We're throwing a big strong Valkyrie lady at the whole crew here.
Give me act under pressure. I'll give you a +1 since you use the information.
That is a 13 plus, so
you like throw Victoria back. She hits Cole, knocks Cole down. Cole does fall on some spikes. Marlon, you were like
the knife is further in my back.
You were trying to like reach back.
Yeah,
and,
I've taken the glove off and I'm just trying
like,
to.
You almost like were like got your hand in Cole's mouth, but then
This is so weird.
they just get knocked out just in time to where like they fall down. They're gonna take some more harm, and then Victoria just sighs and goes, "You know, I realized after we were talking for a while that I don't know, maybe we could have been something, but now." You just had to use me like this, so I'm so sorry. You just see her like reach in her back pocket, and she goes, "Well, you got a trowel. Well, I'm from a mechanics family, and I got this big ass crowbar." And she's going up to you, and she's just slamming you in the face. So you're gonna take 3 harm that negates your armor, as her magical weapon just like bashes Ron's face in, and like Ron, you lose a tooth.
Oh man, he's never had his face hit like that before,
That's
right?
not good. I don't like that. The chain quickly snaps back up into a sort of more wieldy thing that he could use to defend his face.
And so we cut into the woods. So Jamie, you're half dodo. You're like running around. Frank is like, having a harder time like getting around. So you see him start to shrink down. So he's more mobile, but not as deadly. Still big enough to where Xavier's on his back. Xavier is not at all like responding. He does seem. Victoria did not have the weird golden specks. Xavier does have that in his eyes. What are you doing, Jamie? You're able to like stay on the run, but Dodo's like, we can't just keep running. We have to do something, Jamie.
I'm gonna take out my lighter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And flick it and ask for help.
Give me that weird chick.
13.
Yeah. So like you're running, you flick it, and despite a lighter being lit up while running and there's wind, it still lights perfectly. And then I think so you're still running, just like pops up on your shoulder, goes, "Oh, what's going on there, Jamie? What's up with your legs there? You got some weird ass legs. This is fun.
I don't have
cargo shorts?
I need you to stop this iguana, this guy, but don't hurt them. I don't know what to do.
You got an iguana? Oh, that's an iguana. You know, I've always heard about iguanas. I didn't know they were that big.
They're not usually. This is a supernatural one, and I need to. And then they're killing Marlin. We gotta help Marlin.
Do we have to help Marlin?
Yes.
Well, you can ask like one thing of me. Like, do you want me to help them? Do you want me not to kill them?
So I can go help Marlin.
Well, how do you want me?
Can you burn his feet so he can't run?
Who?
The iguana?
The iguana? I mean, so you don't want me to kill him, right?
No.
You just want me to burn his feet off.
Not off. Just hurt them.
There's so many stipulations to this. Oh my God. Okay.
Like if he was running on hot coals, he'd be like, then he wouldn't be able to run anymore because his feet were so damaged, but not like forever.
Oh, I get you what you're saying. Yeah, totally fine. We're gonna do the same thing that we did in the spaceship. I got you. And then
forest fire.
And then, and he just bites off two of his fingertips and then starts to like finger gun flame shoot everywhere, like demonic fire. Around, and a forest fire does start for sure. And he goes, anyways, you got real cool legs, so I'm happy you got rid of the old ones. I didn't want to say anything, but you had real weird knees before, and I like these better. Anyways, goodbye. And then he poofs away, and now there is a forest fire that is spreading very rapidly.
But it's surrounding Xavier and
Yeah,
Frank,
yeah.
right?
Also
Okay.
you and everything else. It's not like controlled.
I was gonna run out of the fire.
You know, like you're in it and can run out of it, but I'm saying like he like shot it behind you, but it is because if you remember how fast a metal spaceship caught on fire, a wooded forest is for sure catching on fire a lot faster due to this demonic fire everywhere.
Jamie will deal with that later.
Yeah.
And it's going to run back to
throw it on the pile, baby.
help Marlin.
Yeah. So with that, like you do, like Frank and Xavier are like caught in this like fire. You can't really see what's going on, but you are able to like run away and back up. The fire is spreading, but that's a problem for later, Jamie. 5 minutes from now, Jamie.
There's a fire department.
It's demonic.
Those poor volunteers.
Yeah, it is demonic fire that was not put out by an advanced alien spaceship either.
Or the lack of oxygen you'll find in space. Yeah.
We all
I hear a lot of naysaying right now.
Oh wow, a horse girl says something about naysaying. Eh?
Yeah, but you.
So I'm trying to shove my hand in someone's mouth.
Yeah, so you we cut back to Ron just got hit in the face. Cole is like on the ground. They're like standing up. They got like the spikes that stabbed in them, but they're not up yet. But you got a hole through your shoulder. You got like a knife in your side, but Cole is on the ground. What do you do?
I'm trying to shove my hand in their mouth. And also, like I said before, if the fucked up little guy wants to take over me, or I can speak to him, or just be like, I want you to. Here's a new body that's not run down. That you can take over. I'm trying to get the arm.
Yeah. Let me just do this. Like, I think it's like a weird. You're like really woozy. You're really daisy and stuff like that. And or you blink, and just for like this split second that you blink, you go on that weird inside your brain place where you talked up to the fucked up little guy finally for the last time. He's like, "Whoa, baby, what's going on there? We're feeling great. Hey, you know what's real fun when you lose that blood? Let's start drinking." Every time, what I'll be doing, anytime I get in a fist fight with somebody, I lose too much blood, you get drunk faster. That's affordability right there, baby. Woo!
And you save some money. Hey, how about you make a deal? It's a good deal for you. You want a new body?
What kind of body?
Look.
What? That's a nice little body over there. Oh, this is what we're talking about, right? Because you don't want me to be in this one, and okay. Well, how are we gonna do that?
I've been trying to shove my hand in their mouth.
Oh, that's fun.
You want help? Yeah, then you can go in through their throat.
Oh, so like, because you ate me, and they're gonna eat me. And
yeah, they got that arm. I want that arm.
Oh, you want me to get that arm?
Yeah, can you give me that arm? I'll give you their body.
All right. Well, what do I get?
What do you want?
I want that body.
Hell yeah, handshake.
All right. Let's shake hands. And then, like, Ron, you just see Marlin shaking his own hands. And this weird thing as he's dazed.
Dead-eyed.
And then, like, Marlin just kind of, like, his head, like, falls back and snaps forwards. And you just see Adam Marlin be like, "Whoa, baby, this is a good-ass time here. What we got going? Man, I'd watch the two of you fuck. That's a good two good-sized people over here. Woo!" And then he, like, front flips.
What does Cole say to that? I want to know.
Cole just, like, is just looking, and they're just like, what in the fuck is, what are you putting your fucking hand in my mouth for? As like, so give me an act under pressure check. I'll give you a +2 to this.
11.
So like Cole is like trying to fight this, and the fucked up little guy's like, it's all right, I just want that body, give me the body, give me the body. And then Cole's just like, what in the fuck is going, get your fingers out of my, you don't fuck this. And Cole just like bites off one of Marlon's fingers.
Yeah! They fell into my trap, my fucked up little guy trap.
And then like,
Does he start laughing? This fucked up little guy like,
and then fucked up little guy's like, oh baby, that feels so good. And then he just starts like squirting the blood from like the finger into his own mouth and goes, oh man, this blood tastes different. This is a new body. Anyone else want to get on some of this? And then Cole just spits out the finger and goes, what in the hell what in the hell are you talking about? And then you just see like, there's like some like blood on Cole's lip, and then like a marble red pops up. And they're like, what in the fuck is happening? Whoa! What is happening? Whoa! And then Marlon, you start to like, every time Cole woos, Marlon does a woo, but it's a little less and less. And then till eventually like, even Victoria and Ron were like trading blows back and forth, and both of you just kind of stop, because like, Marlon's drinking his own
firefight. There's a fire. Yeah. There's the woos. There's a lot to look at.
Marlon's like drinking his own blood, and like Cole and Marlon are doing like a woo off right there. And then you just kind of see like Marlon, you snap back too, and like Marlon's right arm like withers up to just like this like nothingness.
I bet it hurts really bad.
It hurts.
I bet it hurts really bad.
So bad.
You know what feels good?
Not
watching this happen to Cole.
And then like Cole does like this backflip, and then just like they look at you and they go, all right, Betty. I guess that's a deal's a deal.
Can I get that arm?
Oh yeah, hold on, wait.
I don't have one now.
I know. Wait, I'm trying to do something here real quick. Let me just. Oh, I'm reaching for it. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. And then you just see like Cole, but with the fucked up little guy in them controlling, reaches out and then just pulls out the spear and goes, which one? Left or right? Which one?
Well, with all the runes on it, the fancy one.
Hold on, wait. And I got a little of that dyslexia here, and you see the.
Which one is it?
Cole,
right?
Yeah, because it was your right arm. So like Cole, as the fucked up little guy's holding up their hands, been like, that's the L. The not L. Okay, here you go. And then you just see the fucked up little guy like cut off Cole's arm while inside of them, and just goes, all right, here, I think this could probably work. Here we go. And then just like rips off a couple of feathers, shoves them in the arm, and the fucked up little guy, as Cole looks, he goes, all right, now, buddy, it's gonna hurt real bad.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, you want to see it with a kiss?
No, thank you.
I would,
unless I have to. Do you really want to?
I mean, we were inside each other.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. All right.
And then,
yeah.
Let's get
Victoria's watching.
We're all watching.
Oh, you're back.
This is so weird. You do a little kiss with Cole, fucked up little guy, as Cole's body
at
reaches forward, pulls off the rest of your arm, and then takes the removed arm with angel feathers sticking out of it and shoves it into Marlon's like shoulder socket. And
I bet it hurts really bad.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how bad that hurts.
It actually hurts so bad that Marlon, the last thing that you see is Cole with just these like giant pupils going, whoa, baby, that's a good tongue. And then you pass out. Yeah, and then
Ron rushes to catch Marlon if possible.
Yeah. Ron rushes to go catch Marlon, and like Jamie, you came back and just like saw the tail end of this, and Victoria just goes, what in the ever fuck is wrong with you, Cole? And then Cole's like, I don't know what's going on here. Where's my fucking, what is happening? Where is my arm? What is happening here? And then you start to hear sirens coming from the distance. And then Cole just looks at Victoria and goes, we gotta go right now. As like you start to see like Cole is like grabbing like their stub of an arm and is trying to run off with Victoria.
Ron holding his jaw and looking at, just watching. He can't. Yeah, I want to go after, but look, I want to chase after, but I don't think it's the right time. How?
Yeah, because you're holding a passed out Marlon with the
Dodo. Let's run past them, and can you herd them back to this area until the authorities arrive?
I mean, we can try to do that, but
or maybe you could break their leg.
Whose legs do you want to break?
Either or.
Well, it looks like Victoria's carrying Cole. Cole's pretty fucked up right now. They did lose an entire arm. I'm gonna need the whole body, though, if I'm gonna take down Victoria.
That's okay, but just if you could just like sprain an ankle.
Jamie,
you know.
how about you go talk to D'Artagnan?
Okay.
Hey, Jamie.
Hi, D'Artagnan.
Such a dark episode.
Do you want to go on a trampoline?
Yeah.
Now, this is a special trampoline. It's not as bouncy. It's a little crunchy. But that's just because it's a crunch of friendship.
Yay.
Okay. Also, it's right next to a lake, and so there would be some splashing.
But no one's dying, right?
Who knows, Jamie? Death is just kind of a thing that we've assigned to it because it's greater than us, and we don't really know what happens when we die.
That's true. People are dying all the time, I guess.
I bet right now there's somebody dying, and I bet you know what they're thinking is, I wish this wasn't happening, but you know what? They can't do anything, so we might as well jump.
Yeah.
This is great. Okay.
I like it when you feel weightless at the
Yeah,
top.
the weightlessness. That is great. Give me a kick some ass roll, and you get to use your weird score. I'm going to give you a +1 because Dodo is fully in that driver's seat.
12.
Well, what we see on the other side.
Yeah, so I'm watching the folks run down the road there.
Marlon is completely passed out.
He still has a little bit of bird fear. So it's good that he's passed out.
Good
I'm
he's
assuming.
passed out. You did see like Jamie like running out of the woods that you do notice are for sure on fire. And then just like half Dodo Jamie jumps up in the air, transforming fully into Dodo as Dodo like begins to like claw and slash across Victoria's face. Victoria drops Cole, and then you just start to see like Dodo slamming down his his taloned legs, eviscerating Victoria's legs to where she can no longer walk right now, and is also like slamming his head into trying to
Ron looks away at some point here.
Like peck Cole. Dodo does get stabbed a couple of times by Cole. Neither of them die, but they are incapacitated to the point where Funk does show up with
and he sees Marlon with the angel arm, right?
Yeah. No,
like clearly what happened is pretty obvious.
Like there is like a full like SWAT team style like FBI full geared out. Yeah, like coming. They have like these like special cuffs that they put on Victoria and Cole as they are apprehended.
What does Funk say to Ron after telling us to leave?
Funk just looks at Ron and just goes, "Jamie's dad is here, Ron, and that's Jamie." So
yeah, can you have my van dropped off?
Okay,
I guess
yeah.
I'm gonna carry him. Go get my. We're gonna get out of here.
Okay,
before everybody,
yeah. I can't just let you go. You're not but like we gotta debrief. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, sure. No, am I gonna have to talk to that scary man?
You're all gonna have to talk to that scary man for sure. But we're gonna, you're not in any trouble unless you try to run. So that's what I'm trying to say right now. Like I told everybody you're with us, but this is,
Can we get some medical help from my friend
Oh
Marlon here?
yeah. Of course. And then like,
he's like bleed. His guts are probably his back.
Funk is just trying to say like, this
Don't
is
run.
a situation where you can't run in because And then he goes, okay, I'm gonna need you to talk to Dodo, Jamie, whichever one it is right now.
Here, I'll just hand this.
We're not
off
putting
Marlon to the EMTs.
And then like Jamie, you don't hear any of this, but it's like Dodo, and then Funk looks at you and goes, "We're not putting them in a cage." Steve knows that that's his daughter.
Dodo, I think we're going. Dodo, I need you to calm down. I know it seems weird, but Funk's told me we're not. Nobody's going in a cage.
Dodo's in like a little like defensive
feathers poofed
like
up.
feathers things, and then like
hey buddy,
you're no longer jumping on the trampoline with D'Artagnan. Y'all are just kind of like chilling out, and this weird like beanbag thing that feels like all gooey and nice and warm, and then D'Artagnan's head does turn to Dodo and goes, "All right, Jamie, you need your advice right now. They said that we're not getting in a cage, but your dad's here." I
ain't gonna let him put you in a cage, Dodo.
Funk's here too. He said, but if you tell me that we're not gonna get put in a cage, I'll trust you.
I trust Funk, and I think if Funk's telling us we're not gonna get put in a cage, we're good.
Okay, but Jamie, I'm not saying this is a threat. If we get put in a cage, I'm going to kill every single person around us.
If we're just being like questioned in a room,
Yeah,
don't do that,
I know it's different, but
Okay,
I'm letting you know. I'll give you this chance right now, but if your dad tries anything, I'm gonna have to kill your father.
Can you let me know what?
For sure. This is the ultimate sign of trust I'm giving you, Jamie. I've never let another host have this much say over this. I trust you. If you think we're not in trouble right now, I will give you the body back. But if we find ourselves in a bad spot, I'm gonna kill your dad. Okay, here's your body.
So, Funk, I'm not sure, but when the bird looks up and away and sort of like just spaces out like that, it's kind of like how James. So I think they're talking it out. So let's give it 1 second.
You just kind of see like the weird carcass of Dodo like fall down as it does. Because every time they transform back and forth, there's a Jamie or Dodo carcass depending on which size, like which side of the transformation.
It's wild that her dad has not heard about the numerous his daughter corpses. Like
he probably has.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more like weird.
Who has time to keep up with all the corpses?
It's not like a full corpse. It's like a skin suit flesh. So it's not like, oh, that's my daughter. Like, it's just like, oh, look at that skin bag. It's got brunette hair. I know red hair.
They must have gotten this from Spirit Jamie Ween.
And so Jamie, you kind of like find yourself in a pool of blood that's from Dodo, Cole, and Victoria. Cole and Victoria have already been taken up, and there are a bunch of like just FBI people around you. And then it's just.
Can we get one of my friends one of them big shirts with the letters?
Also, there's a lizard and another person in the woods by the fire.
Your dad just walks up with like a coat off. He goes, "We already know about the lizard. We're taking care of that demon fire. We got to put it out."
Nobody died, right?
Surprisingly, no. But Jamie, it's time for you to tell me what's actually going on. And then he puts the jacket over you.
Is Marlon still out?
They like wake you back up.
Okay.
You're like hooked up on IVs.
I gotta talk to Ron. Can
I
talk to somebody?
The paramedic, like you're in like the back of like you're still in the same area. The door's open, and but you kind of like come back to, and you do see like Ron and Jamie are like around all.
I have something really important I want to tell Ron. Can I like motion for him? I don't know what.
Ron, seeing that the activity in the ambulance,
like
scared of Mr. Smith.
You're not like in handcuffs, but they did like you know they're.
I just want to tell Ron something. Yeah, it's really important to Marlon.
Ron comes over to talk to Marlon.
Cole beat up Christian at the sheriff's or wherever. We gotta Can you tell them Christian's hurt?
Yeah.
Because if he dies,
if
I'm gonna be
I got
he's
you,
like getting too excited. It's like he's fucking. It would be my fault.
Easy, bud. Easy.
And also, he fucking ratted me out. I know.
I know, but I need you to lay down, buddy. They're trying to get fluids in you. They want to fill you back.
I have a track. Let me send you the information. I definitely have like a tracker on his car.
So behind Ron, you see this large golden eye. And then you just hear him go,
"Victor, hello. You are righteous. Your care for your friend, even though he's an enemy. That is why I have chosen you to be my next herald."
Oh, thank you.
What
is your name?
And then you do hear Marlon say that, but you don't see or hear the other thing. He goes,
"Oh, you're welcome.
I am the CNI of justice. I am the all-knowing. I will tell you my enemies and you will thwart them. You shall be my holy instrument."
Look, I really appreciate that, but I don't know. Do I have to kill people for you?
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't. I mean, my sense of righteousness.
You took the pact.
Oh.
You put the runes on you.
I did not.
What?
Technically, I did not take any pact. I'm sorry, all-seeing eye of justice.
How do you have the runes of the all-seeing eye of justice?
The former owner of it was a serial killer who was killing innocent people.
Oh no!
And I don't think.
Wait, what?
Sort of wantonly killing. Sorry, paramedics. I'm talking to an angel right now. The one who was doing it, he doesn't mention any of his like personal vendettas or personal like rage against Cole. He's like, yeah, they're still alive, but I don't think it was actually sanctioned by angels. They're probably using the abilities just to kill people, and I don't want to do that, so I took the arm. But I didn't take a pact. I didn't make any kind of actual formal agreements.
I have to go read some paperwork about this. This
Okay, I'll say I would love to have an amicable relationship, but I don't like. Obviously,
It's
I don't
kind
like
of a-
killing particularly. I don't like killing.
I do need you to kill for me. My enemies, they are the unrighteous, and I am the eye of justice.
I have justice. That is so awesome that you're doing that. I didn't make the pact though, so technically I don't think I have to.
I am looking over my records now, and it does.
Is the eye like looking up and down?
Yeah,
I
it's
see
like,
it.
does not.
I would love to have an
will get back
amicable
to you.
relationship. I would love to communicate with you, but I don't want to be a herald. But I have the arm.
This is kind of unheard of. I have to report back to my superiors.
Is that
And then
God?
the eye just closes.
He says, "Is that God?" And then the eye closes.
Yeah, so
Okay, I'm gonna.
Ron,
Okay,
you just saw Marlon say all of this.
okay, Ron. Can you make sure Christian doesn't die? I'm gonna pass back out.
Yeah, no, you seem like you lost a lot of
He's out.
blood.
Yeah, then paramedic goes, this happens a lot. These are serious wounds. Hallucinations and blood loss, they come and go. You do you need some help? You look like your face is just all.
Yeah, you got an ice pack or something back
I
there?
think you're gonna need more things than the ice
Yeah,
pack.
hang on. Let me go talk to. Oh, you're right. Oh, that hurts. I'm gonna go talk to Funk for a second. Ron conveys this cold story as best he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have Christian's rough location.
Yeah. Front goes, okay, great. We'll get someone to send out to that sheriff's department. I'm gonna get Tamara to take the van, and like he gives you like a wink. Just the van that y'all have.
Yeah, it's real. It needs some work. That's for
Tamara's
sure.
gonna take care of the van, and I'm gonna bring the three of you down, and we're gonna have to debrief you. So let's go ahead and do that.
I don't always wear them myself at the coverall.
I bet you got a lot of stuff down there. It's kind of hard to keep in with some briefs. I'm so sorry. I got a little. Anyway, so let's go ahead. Let's go make sure Marlon isn't gonna die. What was he just saying back there?
Oh, it's just like when you're having it.
He did
lose
get
a lot of
he
blood.
lost
You got
a lot of
It's
blood.
like a big
He's
hole.
He's clearly got a new
And, like,
arm
yeah.
that's like from a different body and is covered in like
Also, like,
angelic shit.
Cole was a little taller than you, so like it's
Probably more built too.
this one's definitely like
Longer.
a buffer. Also, like Cole's Hispanic, so like this is like you have like it is just like a different colored arm. It is longer and buffer, and then also covered in Enochian tattoos.
We're gonna have to pick up some 3/4 lengths sort of baseball shirts from a friend here.
Yeah, and then Frank just goes, yeah, because he had a different arm, just like, and also
he told Cole the person had an angel arm.
Yeah, no, it's like, and also, Ron, did Marlon take the serial killer arm? Because here's my worry, and he looks around and goes, did you ever see the movie Idle Hands?
Oh, is that the one where the people are worshiping the big statue that's two big hands? No, that's idle hands.
No.
That's
This
the
is
hand idols.
This is
I'm
a movie
sorry.
about a
Please go
serial
on.
killer's hand that was possessed by the demon, and then 90s heartthrob, I forget his name. but-
Devon Sawa.
Devon Sawa, yes, my little cutie. He got anyways, it's not great.
No, the movie or the situation?
Movie's not bad. Jessica Alba also, good stuff.
I do
Anyways,
This is
I like
Allison,
her in things.
by the way, who likes Devon Sawa.
yeah.
Not Jamie.
And then he's like, yeah, so let's just
Jamie's too young to be familiar with this
let's
film.
get you back here and then go in there. And then Jamie, your dad is like, all right, so you're gonna ride with me, and we're gonna do the debrief 1-on-1 before we get back there, okay?
Okay, am I in trouble?
I'm not gonna tell your mother.
Okay, that's good.
Ron, they let you ride back in the ambulance with Marlins because they also want to treat you a little bit. They give you some ice packs. They find it very hard to, like, because they're trying to put you on an IV. They cannot get it in through your skin. So they're just kind of like, okay, whatever. They're giving you, like, some ibuprofen, ice packs, and stuff like that. They're like, you seem fine otherwise. Marlon, you're going in and out of, like, consciousness. But you all are taken into not custody, but like you are.
It's fair if they want to talk to us.
Yeah, they do.
Logically, that's fair.
They do want to talk to you, Jamie. Your dad isn't driving. He was in the back of a car.
A black unmarked SUV.
Yeah, black unmarked SUV, and then like he gets in, and there's like a divider between like the back and that, and so it's just you and your dad, and like he hits like a little button to close the divider. He goes, "All right, how long you had an Apex in you?"
Funny story. Do you remember when I was at the zoo and there was that accident?
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I thought I didn't know I was doing it, but I made a pact then. and let the apex in. And then I didn't know it was there for a long time. And don't tell Mom this part either. But
I'm not going to tell your mom any of this.
okay, well, she knows about the zoo thing.
I mean, she knows that you lost your internship, and she knows that you got kicked out of school.
Yeah.
And she was waiting for you to tell it to her. Remember, Jamie, when you used to be really into fairy tales and stuff as a kid, and I told you, like, do not get too into that, and I told you not to trust things and not just say yes to everything like you did, and not everything's an adventure?
I thought you just didn't like imagination.
No, it's because those things are real, and this is the situations you get yourself into.
Well,
But I do want to tell you something. I'm proud of you, because I know what's happened at every town you've been into, and once I put together those reports, I know how many people you've saved. And you're a lot like me.
thank you.
And he goes, so we're not going to tell your mom any of this.
Okay.
And if you could ask the Apex if he's willing to talk to me, I got a couple of questions, because I've met a few Apexes before, and we're not going to, I know right now he's probably telling you that he wants to kill me. We're not going to put you in a cage. We're not going to do that. I saw what happened when someone tried to put an Apex in a cage and research them. And I was the only one to walk away because I let them out.
Oh, wow.
So, everything's okay. Y'all are going to get to continue on your road trip. But I am going to need you to be honest with me about everything that's happened since you left. And he pulls out his little notebook. He goes, so, from the beginning.
And Jamie's going to tell him everything, including the part where, like, Dodo wasn't actually her friend at first.
Yeah.
But then became, and now, and he did follow through with, like, not killing people when she asked and all that. So
Yeah. So, like, you catch them all up on everything.
So you're not going to roleplay, you're talking to yourself back and forth.
Listeners can just listen to the entire run of the series
Stop
again.
right now. Go back to episode 1.
It's that.
Listen to
She's
that.
telling him that. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, so you're honest. He believes you too. You tell him everything, and then he's like, okay, we're going to get you a change of clothes. We're going to get you some food. I know after your transformation, you're always really hungry. Like I said, I've dealt with Apex before. You're good to go. I got a lot of pool around here. None of this from you is going to be on the record, because you're my daughter, and that's got some pull. Don't tell a lot of people this. I'm saying in the same, like, if you get in a situation, sometimes we'll get you out of things, but I'm actually kind of happy that you got an Apex in you, because there's people out there that would want to try to use you to get to me.
Oh.
And that's why I've always kept you separate from everything. But you're in good hands with Dodo.
Did you hear that, Dodo?
He goes, man, your dad's pretty cool. Maybe he wants to go on the road trip with us. It's not a bad fit here. I like this guy. He also, I bet your dad's killed a lot of people. Maybe more people than me.
Probably.
And you get back to the little, like, headquarters are set up there, like, out of the local.
It's actually inside of a building called the Federal Bureau of Ice Cream.
Yeah.
Which is
Oh,
a
it's just
working
like a
ice
fake-
cream parlor, but they
But they all have like sunglasses
Yeah.
and earpieces serving the soft
Everybody
serve.
slides
Yeah,
it
yeah,
behind. They're like, we have to just go to the back
Yeah,
real quick
so
with our friends. And then Stretcher
you're
comes
giving
through.
food and stuff like that. And he wasn't lying. Like, y'all, he got you a change of clothes. You're set up. You're fine. And then, like, Jamie's dad and Funk sits down. Like, Marlon, you're in the hospital. You do get, like, put on an IV. You're feeling a little loopy. You're on some drugs because you definitely got really fucked up. But they're keeping you off painkillers.
I text Ron about Christian, and I probably try to.
You're
talk
just
to-
with,
yeah.
I mean, you're just with Ron.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, you're on painkillers, but not so much that you're, like, fucked and out of it.
Okay, but I am
enough
a little.
to where, like, Funk and Steven are like, okay, we need to know
Hello.
what just happened.
Did you talk to Jamie already?
And then Steven goes, that is none of your business. So
okay.
she's fine. You
Good.
can, but
Did you save Christian, the sheriff's?
what happened to the sheriff's office is more of a need to know thing. We can tell you that we didn't find Christian's body there.
You didn't.
We did not find Christian's body there. All the bodies we found were accounted for and are a member of law enforcement that were murdered. And Cole will be convicted of those crimes. So will Victoria.
I gotta explain the fucked up little guy, right?
What listen. Everything you're saying right now is on the record. What we need you to tell us about is
Okay.
your dealings with Cole and Victoria. I am not asking about any other things that aren't related to that because it is on the record, and you are my daughter's friend.
Okay, Marlon's drunk. He like winks at him and gives a thumbs up with the angel hand. Okay, what do you want to know about Cole?
Because just from start to finish, how'd you meet him? How'd you get in contact? Tell me everything that just went down.
How'd you meet
Well,
them?
Victoria was the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
I'm sorry, Ron.
As I watched her bending over, looking under the hood of that car, I thought, well, this will be the one for me. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Marlon, go ahead.
I explained we met him on the side of the road and all the stuff with the werewolves. I mean, at this point, Marlon does not incriminate himself at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't mention his own abilities or anything like
They're
that.
definitely, like, they're setting
He
you
understands. He's smart enough to understand.
Funk and Steven are setting y'all up to be like, give us enough information, but we do not need the information about, like, y'all and these other things to keep it off the books.
Okay. I mean, like I said, Marlon, even drugged up, would be intelligent and tactful about what he said. And there's nothing, he also has no incentive to hide anything about Cole, so he just tells them.
Yeah.
And that they ask the questions plainly and in kind of a boxing in way means Ron's not smart enough to expand upon outside of them, so he's just straight answering yes, no, yes, no.
Yeah.
About 6 hours.
Yeah.
And I do want to emphasize, I don't think Victoria or Xavier are to blame. On the record. I think it's
and he goes,
Cole.
well,
I know you have to do what you have to do.
we gotta do. Well, we talked to Xavier, and it's hard to put this in words that the bureau and the agencies are gonna understand. But he wasn't fully aware of all the stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
There's definitely some influences. Victoria, I kind of think of the same thing, but also she's kind of held fast to what she did. She thought she was. Well,
She thought she was helping somebody.
That's
That's
a problem. I've run into helpfuls before, and you get them with an idea in their head, and they kind of run with it, and when they think they're doing what's best. But
Yes, sir. Could we speak again later off the record?
he goes, yes, I would love to have my daughter's friends over sometime for dinner.
Probably sooner rather than
Yeah,
later.
that'd be lovely to have
We
brunch
need-
again.
I look at Funk and him, and I was like, there's something.
Yeah. So y'all can come over sometime. Our official question is done. You need to rest. If you want, I can arrange for you to talk to Victoria one last time before we take her away. Cole is locked up, and
Marlon looks like he really wants to tell them something.
he's just
He's like he needs to tell them something about Cole, but he's not going to say it if it's like they're trying to put off talking.
and then Steven just looks at you, and then like looks up in the corner, and then looks back at you, and goes, so if you really need to tell it to me right other people would hear it.
Well, it's something so personal, would want to have to discuss that, Marlon.
Okay.
And then he goes, okay, anyways, so Jamie wants to come in and see you. I told her that, let us talk to y'all two first. We're going to go, and all of us are going to go now. Okay. And then, he walks, and then you do, Marlon's, looking out for, there was a guy, in the other room, he's, listening on this thing. He's, they were for sure doing some surveillance.
This full-length mirror, isn't it? Wait a minute.
Oh, I thought this was just one way. That's
the
weird.
Mr. Show sketch with the wire where he has the giant flower and then a sombrero and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So Steve and Funk leave the room, and Jamie comes in. She's in an oversized FBI T-shirt and some tactical pants. And you do see Marlon's in a bed all bandaged up and stuff like that. They did do some, they put some cold compress. Ron looks pretty good. Ron, what one of your teeth are missing?
Fuck it, front left. Top left. Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, Ron gives you a big smile, and the front left tooth is gone on Ron's mouth.
Ron, your tooth.
Oh, wow. Well, guess wow, I guess dentistry seems a little scary, but
it's gonna be hard to eat corn on the cob.
Well, I guess I'll find a way. I'll have to find a way, Jamie.
Marlon, are you okay?
He's texting Christian, just weird drugged out stuff.
Yeah,
where he feels guilty, or it's just a bunch of. It's not really even that intelligible.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of feelings he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
So,
you're definitely on morphine right now.
Hey, is there any paper I can write on?
Yeah, there's
stationery?
Yeah, there's stuff there.
He's making eye contact with Jamie, and then he hits his hand on the desk to grab it and a pen, and he kind of goes under the sheets
Yeah.
and starts writing. So like, what
Your handwriting is so much better.
It's like really fancy cursive, but like super clear.
in a beautiful, beautiful script.
We the
And
people.
it's weird too because it took you a couple of times to try because like you were where you think you're putting your like you keep like
It's,
just
like,
going
off.
right above the paper and you're like that's what okay that's weird.
Hey, tall people, if you remember being clumsy as a teenager, this is
Oh, it's
why
'cause
our
it's,
arms got like an
yeah.
extra foot longer over a weekend and you didn't figure out
And you're
where
like,
your
hey,
hands
wait a
were.
minute, that
Why can't I catch anything? Oh, fuck.
That 3 inches was not just there. What is?
I'll say.
Ooh.
Let's move on.
So it's in beautiful, elegant
Yeah.
script. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like Cole possessed, FULG, fucked up little guy, can summon drugs, guns, possession, dangerous, flight risk, don't let them escape, blah, 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 that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Folds it up. He's like, Jimmy, come here.
Yeah.
He like reaches up to like hold her hands. Right? You can feel that he presses a piece of paper in your hands, right?
Yeah.
And then Jamie, as he's talking, you hear him go, okay, fine, tell Marlon I'm happy he's okay. If that's what, just tell him I'm happy he's okay. If he's going to be just so open about it with what your dad I'm just feeling so many things. And like, okay, I'm happy I didn't want him to die.
Marlon, Dodo's happy you're okay.
Tell me he smells so good all the time. It's ridiculous.
And you smell so good all the time. He likes the way you smell.
Has he said that before?
Yes.
That's very nice. I'm happy Dodo's okay and you're not in a cage. I also just want... I'm
you
so
want me to
grateful
have
that
a
your
word
dad...
with my dad.
Yeah, thank you. But I'm also, I am, he like looks into Jamie's eyes. He's like, I am genuinely happy you're okay and that we made it out and nobody died and stuff.
Thank you.
And I got this cool ass arm and I fucked up. Were you there? Did you see?
I did. I'm a little nervous because I don't know what the new arm means because the last
Yeah,
arm.
let's talk about it later.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it later.
With Marlon's catchphrase.
Let's talk about it later. But yeah,
I'll tell my dad.
tell him I'm so grateful.
I will.
For all of his help.
I'll give him your thank you note.
Yeah.
I just want you guys to know that my dad's a fan of the Road Trippers.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
I
great.
think I'm gonna pass back out now.
Okay, I'll give this to my dad.
Oh, no, I was going to go see if I could say bye to
You should go.
Victoria. Yeah.
Yeah.
like-
So you go give that note to your dad, and then Funk takes Ron into like the holding cell there, Victoria, and not inside of it, but like they allow you to talk one last time. And she looks, you guys both roughed each other up a little bit. She looks a little beaten. Also, then she was, slashed and lacerated a bunch by a giant, supernatural cassowary. Doesn't. But here's the thing, Ron. Even though under all those cuts and bruises,
Still the most beautiful woman in the world.
and she goes, okay.
Look, I'm real sorry. I didn't know. I didn't want to get all complicated like this. I'm sorry. We all got all mixed up in whatever Cole's thing was.
You're not here to gloat that I was wrong.
You're just trying to help folks. We all get a little mixed up sometimes.
And then she just has like a little tear go up and she goes, well, I was ready to tell you that y'all were right and that maybe I hitched, to the wrong wagon. And, I realized a lot of things that I did with Cole weren't helping nobody like they said they were gonna. And I think, I was about to say, I know my biggest regret is all the people I helped kill, honestly.
Sure. No, that makes sense.
Second biggest regret is, I'm already going to be in a long time, so this ain't going to add too much time. And you just, because there is some like glass between you just see her like punch through the glass and just grab Ron's face and kiss him.
It is the longest, hardest smooch you've ever seen in the history of podcasting, folks.
And then like people are like running in there to like.
And Ron just like swings his arm sideways,
like,
just holding them
slaps
back.
and then Funk is like, give him a minute. Okay. And then she just like pulls back and she goes, well, you tell your little friend in there, he was right. We should have listened the whole time and just promised me something. You look after Xavier because, we're about to be going away for a while and I already told him he had nothing to do with none of this. And, maybe on the inside I can find some people to help.
Keep an eye out for him. Sure, there's
Yeah.
lunch in there.
And then she just like kind of then gets on her knees and puts her hands behind her head because she knows she just like broke out of the thing. She goes,
The guy walks over, like, come on, just go in.
Yeah.
I can't cuff you, come on.
And then, yeah.
You'll just accidentally break
Like, please
them.
go back in. And then
Please
like
go
Ron,
back in the cell.
Ron, before you walk out, she does call back and goes, oh, by the way, I would have rocked your world.
See you on the old dusty trail there, Victoria.
Poor Ron.
Yeah. And so like Ron walks out and Victoria's like, fine. You can, I'm submitting here, all right? I know I did wrong. Listen, I could snap. Okay, I'm not going to say that. It's not going to sound good. Just Cole really got to me. Yeah. So you give your dad that note and then he goes, wait, so this is that weird thing that you said that like Marlon, and so that's inside of, and then you hear like a little walkie-talkie thing go,
We got some trouble over here in a holding cell.
the camera fades to black. Oddity Roadshow is an actual play podcast using the Monster of the Week system.
I'm Paul Byron, and I played Ron the Chosen.
I'm Allison Maier, and I played Jamie the Monstrous.
I'm Shannon Strucci, and I played Marlon the Crooked.
And I've been your GM, Joel Ruiz. Music by People Need Goals, Zach Nichols, and Sarashu. With character art by Christine Marina and episode art by Sarah Gobble. For additional information, please visit our website at oddityroadshow.com. And thank you so much for listening to episode 32, The All Scene. This was the end of Arc 5, the mystery of the broken down station wagon, and I gotta say, it's honestly one of my favorite arcs we've done so far. And as always, I want to thank our 2 associate producers, Luke, Holt, and Birras, as well as our 2 executive producers, Blue Ryder and Andrew Harper. Y'all are helping keeping the lights on over here at Do You Validate, which is, the Patreon name. Not just name. It's the studio, it's the network, it's all of it. But you can go support us on Patreon, because that'd be great. All that money goes directly back into the shows, back into the studio. We're doing a lot of really cool stuff. And after every episode, if you're at the $5 or higher level, you get access to the Oddity Post Show. What's that? Well, you know, because I talk about it every episode, and I play little clips. What kind of clips? Well, clips like this. Cobb clone, never gonna come back up. That's
He's living his life out there.
He's living his life.
Not gonna kill Cobb. Never gonna come for him. It's never gonna come up.
Yeah, why would he do that? He's going off and doing that, and then also Cobb clone knows that Cobb wants Cobb clone to kill Cobb, so he's not gonna let Cobb
that
win.
Sentence. Yeah, it's gonna. There are so many things that torment Marlon. Another one is like, am I a clone?
See, isn't that a great clip? You love it. You want to hear us talk about all those things we just said on that, and you can. So go over to patreon.com/doyouvalidate and check out all the great levels. Like I said, for just $5 a month, you get access to Oddity Post Shows. $10 gets you access to all the episodes early. $20 gets you special postcards from us, little fan shout outs at the end of every episode, and we have some executive and associate producer levels. Speaking of the fan shout outs, we got one up today, and who's that for? And that's for Kayla Baker. Thank you so much for listening to the show, supporting us, giving us your money, being an Eternal Light level patron. It's really cool of you. I hope that you recently went somewhere that you like to patronize and they had a good sale, or maybe they had some new something in stock for you, drink, clothing, whatever you enjoy to buy. I hope that you got a good deal, or you found something new that was really fun. I hope that you have a good drink of water. You gotta stay hydrated, and also it's very nice whenever it's not nice to get dehydrated. It is nice, however, if you haven't drank enough water and you get that good glass of water in you and you're like, oh my God, it feels so much better. Why did I not do this sooner? I hope that happens to you. Not that you're getting dehydrated. I just hope that you have a really good drink of water or some kind of liquid. a beverage of your choosing. It can be anything. I hope that happens for you, Kayla. And I just, really want to thank you for being an Eternal Light level patron and supporting the show and just being generally cool. So thank you so much to Kayla for being an Eternal Light level patron. Like I said before, we got a few of those spots open since people have upgraded to higher spots. So there's a few Eternal level light spots out there if you want to go hop on and check it out. You get access to all the great things we're doing at all the Do Validate shows. We will be launching some new ones, as I've said before. I got Rift Tank coming down the line. It is a improvised writing movie show where we riff out an idea based off of what patrons have sent in for prompts. And if we don't get it right, if we don't get something good enough for the producers, the guests die. I'm on every episode, and we just rotate off the guests. It's been very fun. We're bringing back Jingle Jangle with old co-host from Critical Bits, Shelby Lee, and her husband, Kevin. That's going to be really fun, and hopefully, this is hopeful. We have been working with the musicians and everything. As long as we can get all of the music in, we should have a set date for the release of the Astonishing Adventures of the SS Bad Ship, and that is April 20th. We'll be doing Saturday releases for Bad Ship, because it's in style of old school Saturday morning cartoons, and so why not release it on Saturday? And speaking of April 20th, we're doing it that weekend because that is the weekend we'll be doing an entirely live stream telethon for Do You Validate. Starting off on the night of April 18th, going to the night of April 21st. That's Thursday night to Sunday night. I will be in studio at the Encyclomedia Soundstage. Encyclomedia is the building that Do You Validate is located inside of. And I will be live streaming so much stuff. It will be good. You've been hearing me talk about it. We're going to have a live Oddity Roadshow to kick it off. We're going to do a live SS Bad Ship. We're going to do a live Rift Tank. And during that weekend, like I said, as long as everything lines up with all the production stuff, we will be premiering The Astonishing Adventures of the SS Bad Ship. The first episode will go live up on the feed on April 20th, as long as everything goes to plan. And during the telethon, we'll do a live listen along to not just the first episode, but the first 2 episodes. So you'll get to hear the second one early. If you come on to the telethon, go to twitch.tv/doyouvalidate. Go follow that. We'll also be simulcasting to YouTube. Some things will be Twitch exclusive, like live watch-throughs and stuff like that. On top of that, we will be doing a live comedy showcase featuring some of the best Atlanta stand-up comics put together by a cast member of SS Bad Ship, Derek Marshall, great booker in town. He is putting together an amazing lineup for Friday night. We will be doing a live stand-up show with an audience in the studio. So it will not just be y'all watching live. We will have a live audience. Saturday night, we're going to be doing this amazing show from, if you've been with us in Spider Day 2 days, the Spinner, Caleb, books an amazing show here in Atlanta called Soapbox, where people are giving presentations based off of PowerPoints that they find online. It's a great show called Soapbox. They're going to be playing. My friends in this band, an amazing comedy duo called Good Cop, Bad Cop, are going to be doing a live set once again Saturday night. That's going to have a live studio audience, and we're still working on the Sunday night thing, but we're going to have a live studio audience. We're going to have studio audience for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. It's going to be great. Like I said, we're doing a live Oddity Roadshow. We're doing a live Bad Ship. We're doing a live Rift Tank. I got some other great, amazing Atlanta podcasts that are going to come live stream out of here, and we're going to do a lot of fun segments. We're going to have celebrity guests come in. There's literally going to be a paper, rock, scissors competition. We're just doing stuff, and that is to raise money for future Do You Validate projects. All the money is going to go to other stuff. Bad Ship and Oddity Roadshow are already funded and paid for, due in part to the Indiegogos we ran, as well as the continued support on Patreon. But this is to help us do larger, bigger things. We're also going to be debuting 2 of our brand new shot in studio multicam setup of Pig at the Wedding, which is called, that one shot is called Blast of Love, as well as The Witch is Dead, both Grant Howard games, by the way, very good, called Friend of Belinda, that we shot in studio with me as the GM, and we have some amazing guests on there. Those are going to debut during the live stream. So you want to come check out this live stream, because there's not just going to be fun improvised stuff, which a lot of it is going to be. There's full premieres of amazing content that's showing you what we're really trying to do here at Do You Validate. I know this post show's a little longer, but we got so much stuff coming down the tank. So once again, mark your calendars, April 18th to April 21st. We will be live streaming for over 72 hours. I will be so tired. Please, dear God, give me money to make it worth it, or just tune in. And if you are in Atlanta or around it and are interested in being in any of the live audiences one night or all of them, send me a DM over on Twitter or hit us up on the Discord. You can find the Discord link in the episode notes. And we're going to be, it's limited audiences because we're still in the studio, so it's not just open to anybody. But we are trying to prioritize if someone is a Oddity Roadshow, Critical Bits, or just general Do You Validate fan, and you're in or around Atlanta or willing to come here, it's free. It's pay what you want. So, you could come and watch in person a lot of the stuff if you want to. And once again, it's pay what you want, so you can come and just enjoy it for a free night of entertainment, or you can, donate in person to the telethon. Either one's fine with us. So hit me up directly and we can work that out. We're really focusing on getting the studio up and running and getting our legs under us because we got a lot of big plans for the future. We don't want to just make a few podcasts. We want to make the podcasts we're already doing, the ones you've heard about, and I want to start helping people produce other shows. So that is what we're doing in 2024. We're making Do You Validate great, and we're validating the studio. You get it? Ha ha ha. Anyways, so that's it for me. Thank you so much for listening. I'm very excited about the next guest interlude, as well as the following arc. And thanks to everyone who's been supporting us on Patreon. Y'all have really made this possible for me to grow this into what it is and to continue to actually see it out. So it's amazing for everyone that's listening to this show, especially for anyone that's giving monetary support. And make sure to check out the telethon so we can do a lot more great stuff. And I will see you in 2 weeks for episode 33, The Tale of the Vanosphere. Okay, so what are you now? You're some kind of fucked up little guy. Woo, baby, yeah. Ah, woo, woo, yeah. Woo. Yeah, I'm eternal. Woo. Hey, what are you there? What what you got going on here? I like this body. I like that bob. You got some nice fishnet there. Woo. Yeah. No, that's all great. Listen, this is very annoying that you have made this deal with Marlon, but I think this can be an advantageous relationship. Woo. I'm not really sure what that word means. That's a crazy big one. The advantageous. But you know what? I love anything that people love. I love getting down. I love partying. I love doing drugs. I love sucking. I love fucking. Yeah, no, that's all great. So I know Marlon had told me that you can kind of just make things appear. Well, baby, yeah. I mean, I can't. Sometimes it really all depends, if we need to party and what we need to party. It's kind of like party magic is what I would call it, but it's not really magic, more as my will manifested. I'm talking about there. Okay, that's great. Well, what we need to do to party is we need to get out of this jail cell, and then we need to make a plan to kill Marlon. Well, baby, I love killing. That's great, man. Let's go boof some stuff up here. I got a key that I always swallow, and I think it's still in my hand somehow, even because I think that's how butts work. So let's get this key. Let's get out of here. Let's go do some heroin. Do you like heroin? Actually, I do love heroin. I could really go for this. Well, baby, yeah, that's great. The last guy, he didn't do a lot of heroin or nothing, so I think this could be better. One of them advantage relationships we got going on there. So let me get this key out, and let's put this heroin in our butt, and let's just go see what's going on out in that big old world there. It's like a blue ball there. Woo! Yeah. Okay, that's great. Let's just get out of here. Let's go put heroin in our ass. That sounds great. And once again, we're gonna kill Marlon.
This show is part of the Do You Validate network.